The best part of being out is living your authentic self. And when you get to that place where you feel you need to purge that secret and get out and leave into that light, you will never want to go back. I think it's important to come out, but one of the things I want people to know is if you can't come out, we need you to stay strong, right? Some people can't come out. Not just here, but in other places of the world where if you come out, you can be persecuted and even killed still, right? So we need those people to remain strong because they can't come out. And I think part of the reason why I came out was to political stance too, right? Like this is my world too. I have access to the same rights. I want to be able to be complete and feel fulfilled just as much as you. We're all the same essentially, but we create these vices to divide us, right? So I think coming out is a political stance. I think it's a way of honoring the people that did all this hard work prior to me, all these activists that didn't have too many choices, that it was a really scary time to come out, and yet they did. So I need to honor that and build upon that, because if they could do it, I need to do it, and I need to live my truth. I need to live my authentic self, and how can I hide parts of me to the people that I love the most and be authentic? The first time that I thought that I was ready to come out, or I felt like it was time to come out, I was 22 years of age. I had graduated college. I had moved to Europe, and it was July of '98. I had told my sisters, I have two younger sisters, I'm the oldest of three, and that was very cathartic. It was very emotional. It was everything, every emotion, every fear, but I think the love that I was experiencing from my partner at the time and having the ability to express who I am for the first time and live my true light gave me that strength. I was almost like, I didn't care what happened. It's like, it's about time. Like, I've lived such a painful, dark place where I remember not wanting to kill myself, but I would be okay if I didn't get up in the morning. I did come out to my father, but that's a dramatic story because he was in his deathbed. So I came back to the States because my father fell ill and passed away a year later. So during that transition, it wasn't a thing that I wanted to talk to him about. I wanted to be supportive of him and trying to get everything going. I knew that the end result was death. He had a really bad case of leukemia, which was a death sentence 25 years ago. So it was hard for me to come out to him, but I did. I did come out to him and told him that I was gay. It was very cathartic, very emotional as you could possibly imagine. And he just told me that he was afraid for me because the world was gonna make me cry. He said that the world would be tough on me just because of who I loved. And he didn't want that to be the case at home. Tough in a good way. It created my allies. I knew who was going to be beside me, who was going to be in my life, and who wasn't going to be in my life. I made some great friends, but I also lost what I thought were friends. So yes, I had a lot of challenges coming out at work. And especially, I think I looked for places where I felt more accepted. There was a way, like higher education, for example. So you think that maybe there is more acceptance there because you have prolific thinkers and teachers and professors trying to change the world, and young people making a movement in a stand. So I worked in that field for a while. Then I went into state service thinking the protections of the state would allow me to be myself and not have any repercussions. And even though in practice that didn't happen in theory, it was put on paper, right? So I had a lot of challenges. I left a job after 13 years because I had a director who I knew as long as she was director, she was going to harass me. And I felt like I didn't have the power or the backup. Felt like I was very alone in that wave. And even though these laws were put in place, I didn't know how to access them or feel powerful behind them. The advice I can give someone who's coming out is this: it's a very personal journey. Do it when you feel right. Do it when you feel it's your time. It's not mandatory, but it's a beautiful process if you get there. It will allow you to live your true self. Your dating life will be easier. Your overall psychological stress will be released and relieved. You will feel happier. You will feel like you've come to yourself. So it's a beautiful place to be. Again, I want to say that if you can't come out, it's also okay, but you need to stay strong. Not everybody can, and sometimes we need to understand that. But it is a beautiful process to experience. You come out better than you started. It is light, it is love, it is self-acceptance. It's everything you've been denying yourself for